Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is October the 4th, 2020. I'm going to give you all a very quick video here on Bitcoin. But before I do, if this is your first time watching our video, you guys appreciate the content and the simplicity of our price charts as well as our speech, then make sure you guys continue to support the channel by liking the video, sharing the video, and then subscribing to the channel. Also want to make mention to hit that bell notification, hit that bell icon so that you all will become notified whenever we upload our content to this particular platform. Okay, so Bitcoin, it's been a while. It's been about a week or so since we did our last video in Bitcoin, and we felt like we wanted to talk about the market, see what the trap has done since our last video, which actually it was done on September 22nd, 2020, and we kept our forecast the same in Bitcoin. And you already tell from the performance versus or against our forecast that the market has really necessarily did not go the way that we expected it to go. But the market has just really consolidated within a range, and you can tell that it is making higher lows into the market. So we need to address that today on this video for Bitcoin. Okay, so we did our video the last time in Bitcoin, like I told you already, on the 21st of September, and we kept our forecast ongoing, the one that we created back around September the 7th. And the market in Bitcoin hasn't really been showing us a lot of weakness, but rather there has been a lot of participation from the trap and everyone else that they do not want to drop the value of Bitcoin below $10,000. You guys can see that clean as day. We were expecting the market to eventually break that $10,000 area, but the trap and everyone else who has been participating to the market in Bitcoin was able to keep price above it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take this particular forecast out as a loss right now into the market. So if you were to get out right now, we'll be down about 4.25%. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to update the market right now and see what the trap has been doing thus far in Bitcoin, because for the whole month of September, the market in Bitcoin has just been trading within a very broad range. $11,000 all the way back down to $10,000 is the area of which Bitcoin has been trading. So there has been a lot going on outside of that. Now, as we go into the month of October, November, I'm definitely looking for some volatility to increase in this particular market for Bitcoin. So when we look at Bitcoin on this monthly time frame first, you guys can still tell that that $11,000 area is looking to be restriction into the market for Bitcoin. Now, we have seen some weakness enter the market for Bitcoin for September as well as in August. The trap and everyone else is trying to keep price in Bitcoin above $10,000. That's the only thing that is elevating the value of Bitcoin right now is $10,000. We need to keep our eyes focused into the market in Bitcoin going forward, especially for the month of October and November, to see whether or not the majority of participation in Bitcoin, if everyone wants to keep that price above $10,000, it's going to be important, because without $10,000, understand that the next area is going to be around $9,000 to even $8,000 for the long term. Okay, now I'm not too excited about any bullishness into the market in Bitcoin right now, and I'm not too excited to see any weakness neither. I'm just seeing the market in Bitcoin really hold tight a range. It's looking for a catalyst to catapult it to a different price area, to a different price arena, and it hasn't occurred yet. That's why we've been seeing the market in Bitcoin really trade sideways over the last 3 to 4 weeks. And that's not a positive thing for those interested into the market in Bitcoin going higher. Okay, the market can only stay elevated or above water for a certain amount of time before you see another dip in price in Bitcoin. And here we are. We have 5 more hours left before this weekly bar ends in Bitcoin, and the market is still not showing us that it wants to break above $11,000. So just something to consider as we see the market in Bitcoin trade for the rest of this upcoming week. But when you look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, what occurred on the 1st and the 2nd of October? the volume is definitely exceedingly high compared to what we've seen all the way until the 21st. So the market in Bitcoin definitely came into some selling on those 2 days. I'll be the first one to tell you that. The market came in on the 1st and the 2nd of October, and they tried to dump the market. They tried to push the value of Bitcoin lower, but as you can tell, the trap was able to maintain price. So Bitcoin is not that weak. Bitcoin is definitely fighting against anyone who's into the market trying to lower the value. Because on those 2 days was the seller's opportunity to lower the value of Bitcoin. As you can tell, it did not happen. So there's still, if anything, we're going to maintain consolidational trade into the market in Bitcoin. That is $10,000 all the way up there to around $11,000. That's where we're at, right? And when you look at Bitcoin on hourly time frame, you still don't see that much indication of weakness in Bitcoin. So what we're going to do in this particular forecast into the market in Bitcoin is that we're going to continue to play the strength into the market in Bitcoin on this forecast package. Okay, we're seeing some instances to where there are some bouts of selling going on into the market in Bitcoin, but the market doesn't react negatively to it. I mean, the market sustains itself. It holds itself quite well on every brunt of hit of selling that enters the market. So for that reason, we're going to continue to go on with the forecast in Bitcoin with higher price. But again, I'm not bullish in the sense of expecting the market in Bitcoin to have a breakout. Okay. Just merely consolidational trading in this realm. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll let you all be. And then you give me an opportunity to tell me what you expect the market in Bitcoin to do going forward. Okay. Because from a weekly and a monthly perspective, I'm not really too euphoric to see any bullishness into the market in Bitcoin. So depending on your time preference and your time frame, would definitely have an idea as to where the market is going to go. Because if we were to play this on a weekly and a monthly basis, I'll definitely be playing the market lower in Bitcoin. But for this particular video, we're going to play this on the daily time frame and not really seeing a huge amount of indication of strength. So literally maybe $10,750 all the way up here to 11,000. It's about how far I'm looking for the market in Bitcoin to go. Okay, that's about it. This is what we're seeing so far into the market from the trap perspective. We would TP the market in Bitcoin around $10,800. So let's see what that would be, about 1.5% in the market in Bitcoin there. And then maybe around, it's going to fall short, if anything, in Bitcoin below 11,000. So we might have to do around 10,950 as a TP price. But this is what we're seeing. So now, what are you noticing into the market in Bitcoin? It's your opportunity. Tell us what you guys are expecting the market to do in Bitcoin on a daily basis. So like in the next 3 to 4 days, where will the market be trading at for Bitcoin during that time frame? Tell us. Give us your forecast and your prediction with a comment in the comment section. And that's it. We just sit back, let the trap continue to work, do his business, and we'll come back in and see how our forecast played against his overall performance. And that's it. So you guys got questions in the comments, let us know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And again, we'll talk.